He was a tennis prodigy with endless...
Read and hear about come to life. In Profile, coming this July.
This is the NBA Finals postgame. Here's your host, Hannah Storm.
After dropping the first 2 games in San Antonio, the Knicks bounced back at home, winning Game 3 of the NBA Finals 89-81 to reduce the Spurs' lead to 2-1. Allan Houston was the star for New York with 34 points. The Knicks try to even the series Wednesday night back here at Madison Square Garden. Hi, everybody. Hannah Storm at the Garden, along with the CNBC postgame show with Isiah Thomas and Peter Vecsey. And we'll be joined shortly by Steve Snapper Jones and Bill Walton. But first, we go down to the court to hear from the Knicks hero, Allan Houston, who is alongside Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Hannah. I'm here with Allan Houston. Huge game for you tonight, Allan. You, Larry, and Sprewell averaged, you were struggling coming into this game, but tonight you guys accounted basically for 74 points out of the total. How did the 3 of you get this thing going?
Well, we knew eventually that, shots would fall for us. We missed a lot of easy baskets down there in San Antonio, and we just have to continue to attack the basket. And I think we got to the free throw line, and that helped also. What was the main difference for you offensively tonight? Why was there such a confidence level after having struggled so much in the first couple of games? I really didn't feel like I struggled that much in the first 2 games. I just wanted to come in and continue to just be aggressive. I think getting to the free throw line really helped me also. And like I said, God gets the glory in all the ways. Was the object here tonight, at least it seemed, not to get swept, or was it to win the series? We wanted to come in and win this game, basically, and that was what we wanted to do. It's a lot easier, taking one game at a time than really doing it. But, now we can try to even this series, next game, and then it's a whole new ball game. Can you talk a little bit about Chris Childs? He got banged up. It looked as though at halftime you were going to lose another body. Well, we weren't worried about Chris. Chris, he goes down a lot, but he always comes back. Now you got to get ready for the next game, Game 4, coming back. You guys now feel as though you're in the series. In fact, Chris Childs said to me before the game that it really hasn't been about the Spurs, that you guys feel that it has been you guys and your field goal percentage. If you just increase that by 5 points, which you did 3 points tonight, that you guys could win this series, that it was really just Duncan and Robinson that was beating you. Well, that's how we still feel. We just have to continue to, do what we did tonight on defense and just play together offensively, and shots are going to fall. Allan, great game. Congratulations. Thank you. Back upstairs to you, Hannah.
Thanks, Jim. Allan Houston kept the Knicks alive when they were struggling shooting in the third quarter, tied his career playoff high with 34 points. Tonight, the Knicks juggling their starting lineup. Marcus Camby got his first start of the season moments ago. He spoke with Ahmad Rashad.
Marcus, down 2-0 coming into this game here. A lot of people could have counted you guys out, but you surprised them and came back strong.
We always felt confident that we can beat this team. Only thing the Spurs did in San Antonio was solidify home court. Now puts the emphasis on us to do the same thing, especially 3 games in the Garden. The key for us was just get that first win and build from there.
Tremendous energy you guys showed tonight.
Oh, definitely. Our crowd really got us pumped up. Guys got a lot of pride. We didn't want to go down 3-0. Guys just circle the wagons and play hard and pull this one out.
Explain to me this "we believe" thing, because it's been fantastic. You guys have been on a fantastic run.
Yeah, we're the only ones that believe us. No one else is giving us a shot, especially when the Spurs win those 2 games. Everybody's talking about it's sweet. But we believe deep down inside that we can definitely come out and beat this team in the starter today. Hopefully, we can pick up on this and build.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Thanks a lot.
Marcus Camby fell out tonight for the second game in a row, actually. It was pretty big for him down the stretch, had those 5 points in a span of 6 minutes. And now back to Allan Houston. What a night for him, Isiah.
And I thought the key to Allan Houston getting off to an early start was Mario Elie getting in foul trouble. Consequently, that put the matchups in the Knicks' favor. You see him here on Mario Elie shooting over the double team of David Robinson coming down. And then Allan Houston kept forcing the action with Mario Elie in foul trouble. He really couldn't guard him, really couldn't be aggressive with him. You see Houston pulling up here for the 3-point shot. Houston opened up the game. Up at the top, inside, outside, everything was working for him tonight. And the Knicks have done a very good job defensively, holding San Antonio to 89, 80, and 81 points. And they feel that if they can just score 90 points, they can win every game that they play. And the matchup in the backcourt is really what's going to make the difference in this series.
Well, Houston, I talked to him after game 2.
He said that they needed to move the ball more, move their bodies more, be more aggressive. Obviously, he took his words to heed. He had 10 for 10 from the line in the first half, 12 for 12 from the game. That's why he was able to get Ellie in foul trouble. He told me that he feels that when he goes up for that jump shot at the top of the key, he can't be stopped. He's 6'6". There are very few guys that can stop and pop, get up as high as he can.
Houston able to take advantage of the fact that Ellie was in foul trouble early, but now how does Houston carry over this performance to Game 4, Isiah?
Well, what they must continue to do is go at Mario Ellie, because once he gets in foul trouble, then all the balance shifts in the lineup towards the guard matchups. You have Steve Kerr, Antonio Davis, Antonio Daniels, and Avery Johnson trying to guard trying to start.
Jaren Jackson's in there, yeah.
Whatever.
Got a lot of guys trying to stop this guy.
It didn't matter who was trying to stop him tonight. Let's just say
he was hot, okay?
Absolutely.
I had a Waltonism.
Speaking of which, we will hear from Bill Walton and Steve Jones when we come back. They're going to break down Game 3 quarter by quarter when the finals post-game show continues on CNBC right after these messages.
How is it a crocodile's in New England?
If he's close, we'll find him. They have come to this quiet lake to study a deadly phenomenon. What is this, some kind of mutant? But they are the ones being watched. The ones being followed. How many deputies you got? The ones...
I got something on the screen.
Being hunted. Lake Placid.
I'm rooting for the crocodile.
Rated R. Opens wide July 16th.
What I was trying to do here was capture the hopelessness of modern life. There's no vases, no fruit, it's just quiet. It's permanent, but yet expansive. It's the same here as it is from here. In fact, it's me.
You ran out of paint and the art store wouldn't take a check again, right?
Right.
Consider the Visa check card instead of checks or cash. It's fast, easy, and accepted everywhere Visa is, so you can get what you need.
What I was trying to do here
and get on with life.
Capture the...
What would you do with a crystal face hand-polished to withstand 2 tons of unadulterated pressure? What would you do with a tachymetric scale so precise it can survive 240-degree heat? What would you do with the world-renowned Alpha Expedition timepiece? Well, you'd probably just use it to tell time. And at $6,500, that watch could cost you over $30,000 in retirement savings. We just thought you should know. Ask a financial advisor about Sun America, the retirement specialist.
The New York Stock Exchange.
What's the latest?
If you know where to look.
Where are the flows?
And know who to ask.
What do you look for at the end of the day?
You can move ahead of the market. And now CNBC's Maria Bartiromo brings what she heard on the floor to Street Signs at 2 p.m. Eastern. Then Ron and Sana takes over at 3.
Welcome to the second hour of Street Signs.
To take you to the closing bell. Street Signs, weekdays 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern at CNBC. Profit from it.
And a reminder, tonight on NBC, Jay Leno welcomes Rob Schneider to The Tonight Show, and then Conan O'Brien has funny man Dave Chappelle. That's tonight on your local NBC station. Now let's go down to Jim Gray, who's joined by Latrell Sprewell. Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Hannah. Latrell, so much was been made the entire season about you starting, and now Marcus Camby gets in the starting lineup tonight. He has foul trouble all night, but how much did that ignite you guys, and how much did that change the chemistry?
Well, I don't know if it really changed a lot, but I mean, the thing is, when we have guys that are playing, whoever is on the floor, we need them to play well. I mean, Marcus, obviously, he wanted to start, and he got in tonight. He's a little amped and got into foul trouble, so, I mean, he just has to live with that. We have other guys that can come in and get the job done for us, and Kurt was great.
Latrell, what was the expectation level coming into tonight's game? It seemed like the entire buildup, there was some desperation around here, wasn't there?
There was, but, I mean, honestly, we didn't feel that, we played our best game, especially offensively. Defensively, we were satisfied with the defensive effort, but offensively, we really didn't shoot the ball well. We didn't move the ball well. We had a very low number of assists as a team, so we felt if we had got the job done better on the offensive end, that we give ourselves a better shot at winning.
Now, this team, the Spurs, haven't lost 4 games since mid-February. Is it too tall of an order to expect them to lose 4 games in 10 days?
No, it's not. I mean, hey, as far as I'm concerned, and we're out here to win. We're competing just as hard as these guys are. I know they're very good and they're very talented, but we're just as good if we go out and play the way we're capable of playing.
You played ahead tonight the entire game. How important was that you never trailed? It was tied at 58, then Allan hit that big three-pointer.
Oh, it was very big because, you know, we felt at some point they're going to make a run. I mean, you know, they're going to get it. You don't know when it's going to be, but when they do, if you have that cushion, it makes things a lot easier because, you know, the game is even and you're not really playing from behind at that point.
You played a lot tonight in the backcourt with Allan Houston. There's been a big deal made of that should be occurring more often. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I'd like to see that. I don't think we win big, though. I don't think we did. Well, there maybe I don't know.
There was a period of time.
But if we did, I would like to see that because I think that forces, you know, their smaller guards to either be taken out of the game or they have to double for them. And when they're double teaming, if we just move the ball really well, then we're going to get a good shot.
Latrell, good luck. We look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night.
Thank you.
All right, back upstairs to you, Hannah.
Thanks, Jim. Latrell Sprewell averaging 23 points a game in these finals. Huge in the fourth quarter, 4 for 6 for 10 points. Played all but 2 minutes of this ball game. And after the game, the winning head coach, Jeff Van Gundy, addressed the media at the podium.
Well, we're always a ball pressure team, but we don't really extend the floor that much. But Chris Childs is an excellent ball pressure point guard, and Chris Dudley knocked it away, and it was a good play.
Coach, they seem to be climbing the mountain the entire game. They knotted it up at 58 with about 2.5 to go in the third quarter. What was your thought process then, and what did you tell your team?
Well, it's a long game. You know, we came out with obviously a lot of emotion, and I thought we played pretty well throughout. They're a great team, so we just had to keep playing, and we got more stops in the second half. First half, I wasn't really that pleased with our defense.
Jeff, how much of the win was predicated on the fact that Larry Johnson seemed to be so much more explosive off his knee?
Well, I don't know if he was more explosive. I think he, you know, you cannot minimize. I mean, he's hurting very badly, and I think he just made a commitment to put the ball to the floor today and drive it. He made the big three, but he drove the ball and made some plays, and I liked our shots. Our shooting percentage wasn't that much better, but I liked our shots a lot better tonight.
You talk about Larry's job on Duncan in the fourth quarter, and did he do anything different in the fourth quarter than on him than the rest of the game? He didn't score in the fourth quarter.
I didn't realize he didn't score. You know, I think, again, when you're defending a great player, and certainly Duncan's the best player in the NBA, you try to play great defense, and I think Larry did, and at the same time, I think Duncan probably missed some shots that he normally could make, so I think it's a combination, but we weren't doing anything differently. We're trying to come down and give him support on the dribble. We're not trying to come down and open up the three-point game and double on the catch.
Jeff, how important was it for Larry to be that third scorer in this game?
Well, it's critical for us. Obviously, you know, right now, scoring against San Antonio is difficult, and for us, we need our three guys to be very efficient, and tonight they were. And to win again on Wednesday, we're going to have to be the same way.
The reference to Larry Johnson, obviously his knee feeling better in tonight's game. 6 of 16 from the floor, 16 points and 5 rebounds as the Knicks win tonight. And the Spurs lead this series 2-1. The Knicks hand the Spurs their first road loss of the playoffs. How did it happen tonight? Well, for more analysis, let's go down to the floor and join Steve Snapper Jones and Bill Walton. Guys?
All right, Hannah, thank you. We're going to break this game down quarter by quarter. And, Bill, all of the adjustments that they were talking about, Camby in the starting lineup and everything else like that. But it really came down to making shots, and Allan Houston was the guy that got it started in the first quarter for the New York Knicks.
The essence of the game, making jumpers in the first quarter. Allan Houston came out and was just taking it right to the basket. The Spurs defense, normally overpowering and stifling, was ineffective. Larry Johnson scoring in David Robinson's face, that won't happen very often.
Well, he did get his offense going inside, but in the second quarter, things started to change a little bit. The Knicks had 32 points in that first quarter of play, and suddenly they started turning the ball over.
San Antonio started playing a lot better. Duncan got to work here. Duncan did not have a very good game by any stretch of the imagination, but the second quarter was one of his best. Antonio Daniels came in and did a lot of things. Foolish, silly, stupid foul there by Chris Childs, allowing San Antonio to get right back in the game.
No, Isiah was right. That is a Waltonism. Third quarter, it went like this. The New York Knicks needed to find some way to score. They could not find a bucket. Other than Allan Houston, he was the only guy. With that three-point play, they get a 7-point lead, and they are on their heels the rest of the quarter.
But, Steve, the essence of the game is you've got to have the best player. Down in San Antonio, it was all Tim Duncan. Here tonight, it was Allan Houston. I think it was really the mindset of New York that come out today and say, hey, we've got good players. We've got Allan Houston, Latrell Sprewell, and Larry Johnson. Let's forget about those big guys and make them play our game. The tempo completely controlled, particularly the way that New York pushed under the boards the bigger, tougher, more rugged San Antonio team, and really you had to work on the offensive glass by New York. Beautiful.
Well, the beauty of it is that they've been able to rebound with the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs, they go into the fourth quarter of play. It is a tight ball game. They're still looking for a way to break this ball game open, and they need to find some other people. It started with Latrell Sprewell.
Big players make big plays, and that was the Marcus Camby. 2 baskets tonight, and they were both huge. The big slam dunk there, a turnaround jumper, traveling violation there. What is that song, Steve, by the Beatles? We get by with a little help from our friends. That certainly was sung a lot tonight in San Antonio. Sprewell unstoppable on the way to the hoop.
The one thing that the Knicks want to do is try to find a way to continue to generate some offense from their backcourt and get one of their friends. Tonight it was Larry Johnson. Got to be somebody else come game 3.
Jeff Van Gundy was telling us about how important it is for the team not to panic in this situation. They played good defense in San Antonio. They rebounded well. The offense, that's what sucked for New York. They got that going tonight. 3 guys playing very, very strong basketball. Nobody else really did much. But when you got 3 guys going in a low-scoring series, that's enough.
All right, let me throw this ball in your lap. What about the adjustment that the San Antonio Spurs have to make for game 4?
The biggest problem for San Antonio, they didn't come angry enough to play tonight. When a game like this, when everything is against you, you got to realize, hey, we got to win by 30 points if we're even going to have a chance to get out of here at the buzzer. They were looking too nice, too happy. They were smiling at the refs. I would look for a snarling, nasty, angry San Antonio team, much the way sort of Peter Vecsey is on a daily basis.
Well, we know that it is a game of adjustments. The Knicks were able to keep those perimeter players out of the ball game. Can they do it again?
That has been their strength all year. I have been very surprised by the Knicks defense, which has been very good all year long. Now, the first 2 games down in San Antonio, Mario Elie, Avery Johnson, Sean Elliott having their way. Tonight, though, it was all the New York's perimeter defense. If San Antonio gets another poor game from Sean Elliott like they did tonight, they're going to have a lot of trouble. We got a series again, but again, still no road victories, nothing been decided yet, Steve. We're on our way to a 7th game, which is the way everybody wants it.
Sure,
overtime.
You're a little bit ahead of things. Back up to you, Hannah.
Snarling, nasty, angry.
Not angry. That's smog with an attitude, Bill. That's what that is. You should recognize that being from L.A.
That's not the Peter that we know, Bill. Okay, but he says that's the kind of attitude the Spurs are going to come out with in the next game. Now, it's pretty interesting here because the Spurs, this is only their 2nd loss of the playoffs. They haven't lost in over a month. Their loss to Minnesota was way back on May 11th.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how the Spurs are going to react to this loss. Remember, they had 9 days to prepare for the New York Knicks. They came in, the Knicks went to San Antonio. They lost 2 games. Now they come back here, and San Antonio loses Game 3. I want to see what adjustments they're going to make for Game 4, if they're going to get their guards and their perimeter people more involved. You know Duncan and Robinson's going to come to play, but what type of help are you going to get from your perimeter people? The Knicks have made the adjustment now in attacking with Sprewell and Houston. Let's see what now. I want to see what type of resolve the Spurs have now.
Well, they got no help from the perimeter people tonight, but the pressure still is on New York. Clearly, but at least they've got the Spurs thinking. As you said, this is their first road loss. The last time they lost was to Minnesota in Game 2, and then they went to Minnesota and knocked them off in that playoff series. But I want to see how the Spurs are going to react when they're actually even or down in this series. Then we'll find out what they got.
Spurs got a 13-2 in the postseason. Still plenty more to come. We'll hear from the Spurs' David Robinson when we return on the CNBC postgame show right after this.
Power problems affect you. They can attack your PC up to 120 times per month and will strike without warning. APC's legendary reliability combines world-class surge suppression with instant battery backup to bring uninterruptible power to your desktop. To find out more about protecting your PC, visit www.iwantapc.com. APC. Starting at $99, it's power protection that pays for itself in seconds.
It's time for E-Trade, the #1 place to invest online.
CNBC announces an expanded business center, now 1 full hour with Ron Insana and Sue Herrera. Watched around the world by anyone serious about making money. CNBC's expanded business center, weeknights at 6:30, 3:30 Pacific.
We're here at the NBA store in New York City for the ultimate finals shopping experience. Now you can order some of the hottest NBA Finals merchandise direct by calling 1-800-568-6NBA. Commemorate this thrilling New York San Antonio NBA Finals with the 100% cotton championship matchup t-shirt and adjustable cap. You can get the NBA Finals t-shirt for only $18 or the Finals cap for $18 by calling the NBA store directly at 1-800-568-6NBA. Be a part of the finals with the exclusive replica personalized jersey. This customized jersey is available in all 29 teams with your own name printed on the back. They make the perfect gift for fans of all ages, and you can only get them by calling the NBA store. The jersey can be yours for only $48 in the adult size, $40 for youth, $34 for preschool, and $28 for the adorable toddler size. There is a limited supply, so order these NBA Finals products now during this post-game special by calling the NBA store direct at 1-800-568-6NBA.
The New York Knicks take Game 3 from the San Antonio Spurs at the Garden, 89-81. David Robinson of the Spurs had his playoff high for this season with 25 points and 10 rebounds. Moments ago, he spoke with Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Anna. I'm here with David Robinson. David, you feel as though you just came out and said this was a very interesting game. What exactly is it that you're referring to?
Well, the first quarter, wasn't our type of defense. We gave up 32 points. They went to the line a lot more than we figured. We still attacked them inside, but they still got to the line a lot more than us, which we usually don't give that up, and that's a little bit unusual. It wasn't really the style of game that we're really accustomed to playing, but we still had our opportunities right down the stretch, and normally, those big shots, we've been hitting those and getting those opportunities, and we missed a couple big ones.
It seems as though the strategy tonight is let Tim get his. He got 20. Let you get yours. You had 23. Try and stop everybody else, and if two guys can beat them, so be it. Was that your feeling? And really nobody else helped you tonight.
Not so much. We had looks. I thought we had great looks. I thought guys had good opportunities, especially down the fourth quarter. We had wide open threes, and we missed them. And, like I said, those are the ones that have been going down, and when you're on the road in a close game, that really helps you get over the hump. But, they played well. They played as well as I think they can play. They did a great job. They were super aggressive. They beat us to loose balls, and that's something we're going to have to get next game. We're going to have to get to loose balls. We're going to have to get to rebounds.
Were you surprised with the way that they were able to rebound? And did you guys maybe get caught up in this whole sweep thing?
Yeah, we don't get caught up in that. And I'm very confident in this team that we stay very focused and we're not thinking about any kind of sweep thing. That doesn't make any sense to us. We play every game and every quarter, and it's important for us to stay focused. Our fans were doing all that stuff, and who cares if you sweep? But we want to get the win.
The change to Camby in the starting lineup, did that change things for the Spurs? Catch you guys off guard at all?
No, not really. We figured they might make some changes, but he brought some good energy for him. Did a nice job. We just got to be more consistent. Our strength has been that we've played 48 minutes, and tonight, first quarter and last quarter were our type of quarter, so we need to play 48 minutes of basketball.
David, thank you. We look forward to Wednesday night.
All right, thanks, Jim.
All right, that's it from outside the Spurs locker room. Hannah?
Thanks, Jim. And David Robinson talking about the fourth quarter. In the fourth, he only had one field goal, though he was 6 of 7 from the line for 8 points. Tim Duncan, very good throughout 3 quarters, but did not score in the fourth. A few moments ago, he spoke with the media.
Talk about it.
Yeah, they played a great game. Allan Houston and Latrell came out and played a very aggressive game. Took the ball to the basket, made things happen. They kept on taking the basket and getting some free throws and just being aggressive throughout. Shot the ball pretty well. And I don't know, Allan Houston was incredible. He played a great game throughout, and a lot of credit to him.
Tim, could you talk about the fourth quarter? Were they more aggressive in trapping you when you did catch the ball?
They were a little more aggressive. They didn't let me get into the middle as much as I had before, but I missed some shots that I usually hit. Just nights like that, man.
Tim, in the third quarter, you guys came back and you tied the game, and then they had a possession where you played good defense, you knocked the ball away, it's on the floor, they throw it out to Houston, there's no time left on the shot clock, he throws up a desperation 3 and hits it. How much of a momentum swing was that one play?
That was big for him. That was real big for him because we thought we played hard throughout the whole possession, and then Allan Houston again comes up big. He just kept on coming up big for him. He made shots when they needed them, and that's the kind of players you need down the stretch there, the kind of plays you need down the stretch there, where you can give him the ball and just kind of get out of his way, and he makes plays for you. So he played an awesome game tonight.
Tim, you looked like you were somewhat more expressive tonight on the floor, especially towards the officials. You want to talk about that at all?
I thought I played pretty much the same game. I wanted to get into it. I wanted to have an opportunity to win the basketball game, and just trying to find a way to get into it.
Tim, the three-pointer that you took before that, over on your right, you kicked out of the post to Ellie. Do you remember why you kicked out? Were they coming, and did you expect?
No, it was just a stupid play. I should have shot the ball. I should have turned the other way and shot the ball. I just got in a predicament and just made the wrong decision.
Again, Tim Duncan scoreless in the fourth quarter, and when one considers some of the statistics in this game, one that jumps out at you is the free throws. The Knicks had a decided disadvantage from the line in the first 2 losses of this series, but tonight they took 30 free throws, 8 more than San Antonio, and they had a 5-point edge from the line, Peter.
I think what you have to understand here, Hannah, is that Ronnie Nunn, one official, is from Brooklyn. Dick Bavetta is from Brooklyn, and Hugh Hollins has been on the Knicks payroll since '94. So they didn't have a chance. They took Ellie right out of the game, calling fouls on him. They put Houston right on the line from the get-go, 10 free throws in the first half. And then down the stretch, Duncan, 3 of his 5 turnovers in the fourth quarter, calling him for walks, 3-second violations, offensive fouls. I mean, if Jordan were playing for the Spurs tonight, they would have called walking on him.
In the air. Okay, Isiah, you were impressed by the Knicks ball movement, weren't you, in the game?
Very impressed by the ball movement, because when you create mismatches, not only are you able to get to the foul line, but you're able to create on a double team. You see the double team coming, the spacing that they have, the ball movement. Now you see the pick and roll, and Kurt Thomas will end up with a reverse layup here. Beautiful ball movement, beautiful spacing. And the only reason why that happens is because when you have mismatches at the guard spot, the way the Knicks had tonight, they have to double team, you pass out of the double team, and you get the type of spacing that you want.
Didn't have a lot of assists, the Knicks, in the first 2 games, 17 tonight. And when we return, we'll have more from Bill Walton and Steve Jones, plus we'll hear from the Spurs' Mario Ellie. The CNBC postgame show continues from Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks were victorious, 89-81. We'll be back with more on the CNBC postgame.